Wing and a Prayer jump straight into the lead from Newmarket Sausage. And on the inside, Whiskey Eyes. Newmarket Sausage going on now, in fact. Newmarket Sausage, as they round this first turn against the grain, has moved up just in behind him. John Frankham sticking to the inside on Wing and a Prayer as they face up towards the first flight in this Derby Quincentenary hurdle. Newmarket Sausage against the grain, Wing and a Prayer over on the far side, Ace of Spies right up there with Tartan Taylor and Young Nicholas towards the stern side. Newmarket Sausage with his white face shows in the lead as he jumps that from against the grain, and Young Nicholas has now moved into third on the stern side. Wing and a Prayer and Whiskey Eyes over on the far side. Derry Vale just tracking the leaders in the centre. Ace of Spies well up there too. And Whiskey Eyes a faller. Whiskey Eyes made a bad mistake there and unshipped Mark Perrett. The horse continuing riderless, but Mark has yet to rise. So coming down to the winning post on the first circuit, Newmarket Sausage in the lead from Wing and a Prayer. The riderless Whiskey Eyes, then against the grain on the near side. Then comes Meningi and Ace of Spies and Derry Vale and Young Nicholas and Rough Stones. Behind them, Humberside Lady. And then comes Shangazir and Music Wonder. The back marker is the Newbury Tote Credit Hurdle winner, Quick Step. And over on the far side, Newmarket Sausage from Wing and a Prayer and against the grain and Derry Vale. And on the inside, then is Meningi, Ace of Spies and Young Nicholas towards the outer. Behind them, Shangazir and Humberside Lady and Rough Stones, and then Music Wonder. And then comes Nohalmdun, Quick Step and Tartan Taylor. As they come to the next, Newmarket Sausage and Wing and a Prayer from Meningi and Rough Stones and Young Nicholas and Derry Vale. Behind them, Rough Stones, Nohalmdun, Humberside Lady, Ace of Spies, Music Wonder and Shangazir, and then Quick Step and Tartan Taylor. Newmarket Sausage still in the lead at that one. Spot his white face being tracked by Wing and a Prayer with against the grain over on the far side. As they jump this one, Newmarket Sausage against the grain, Young Nicholas right up there on the outside. Wing and a Prayer lost a little bit of ground at that one. Derry Vale going strongly in behind the leaders. Against the grain from Newmarket Sausage over on the far rail. Young Nicholas is next. Then comes Music Wonder and Derry Vale as they race out of the far turn and towards the home turn. Against the grain with the advantage from Young Nicholas and Music Wonder, and then Ace of Spies, and then Derry Vale. Beginning the run into the straight now. Against the grain from Music Wonder, Young Nicholas, Ace of Spies, Derry Vale on the inner. Humberside Lady improving from the rear too as they come down towards the third last flight in this Derby Quincentenary hurdle. Against the grain over on the far side. In the centre is Music Wonder, then Ace of Spies and Quick Step and Derry Vale. They jump that one, and over on the far side against the grain from Music Wonder. Humberside Lady coming there into third, Derry Vale in fourth as they jump the second last. Against the grain, Nohalmdun's improving just in behind the leaders, but it's against the grain from Music Wonder, and on the near side, Humberside Lady. Humberside Lady landed marginally in the lead from Music Wonder against the grain, and Nohalmdun producing a great run over on the far side, but it's Humberside Lady and against the grain with Nohalmdun coming between horses. Inside the final 150 yards, Humberside Lady on the near side, Nohalmdun on the far side. Humberside Lady on the near side, marked by John Joe O'Neill on the far side on Nohalmdun as they race up towards the line. Humberside Lady from Nohalmdun, and Humberside Lady has just won it. Nohalmdun is second, and third is against the grain, and four Music Wonder. Fifth is Derry Vale, and behind Derry Vale is Rough Stones, and behind him Quick Step, and then Ace of Spies, and then Wing and a Prayer, and behind Wing and a Prayer was Newmarket Sausage and Young Nicholas. And then Meningi and finally Shangazir. And so the result of the Derby Quincentenary hurdle, first number 23. Humberside Lady, owned by Humberside Enterprises Limited, trained by Jeff Huffer and written by Mark Dwyer. Second was number 14, Nohalmdun, owned by Ulcerby Farms Limited, trained by Peter Easterby and written by John Joe O'Neill. And third, number 5, Against the Grain, owned by Mr. H.B. Schuler, trained by David Nicholson and written by Peter Scudamore. Fourth was number 11, Music Wonder. This is the winner, Humberside Lady, and what marvelous consolation for her defeat after a valiant effort in the Daily Express Triumph Hurdle. The threat throughout the closing stages coming from